Hey everybody, welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm your host, Scott Ramp.
And I'm also your host, Noelle McFoy, and it is Friday, TGIF everyone, which, is always exciting. I love Fridays. That was a lovely opening. Asaph, what song was that?
That is a theme song to a television show called Diagnosis Murder.
Oh, nice. What year was that on?
Probably in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Diagnosis Murder.
Yeah, with Dick Van Dyke, Diagnosis Murder.
That's hilarious.
Well, we have a great show for you guys today. It is Friday, and as always, it's Flagship Friday. So we have the Flagship Friday video of the week starring the kids from Hellgate High School. We have some new programs happening tonight with the book festival and Death Trains.
Oh, Death Trains. I can't wait.
Yeah, but it's not like a rated R grindhouse type movie. It's more like a documentary about the trains, coal trains in Missoula, and that kind of thing,
Death Trains.
Death Trains.
Is it by that couple that has been working on that video?
No.
Oh, okay. Did they ever finish theirs?
Yes. It's not called Death Trains.
Ah.
That's a little extreme for them.
I know, Death Trains is like super extreme. That's a
I
scary
think that's like Gene Bernofsky movie.
Yeah.
But it's on tonight. But anyways, of course, the weather is looking kind of weird for sure.
Yeah.
And of course, for your St. Patrick's Day weekend, you can expect your temperatures to be in the highs of 53, but your chance of rain is 40% throughout the weekend. Of course, Saturday night you can have a slight chance of snow throughout the weekend. And yeah, I mean, it is currently 30 degrees outside, and we have a nice little picture of Waterworks Hill with a peace sign.
It's all hazy. It's all foggy out there.
It's so pretty. I took that with my iPhone, so.
Did you see the trees in the back?
And I also zoomed in, and it's like just off the parking lot in the back of MCAT, the Summit parking lot or whatever.
It looked a lot better in person. But I don't have the snow report for you guys, so I'm sorry. But, if it's raining down here, it's snowing up there. So I'll get all that for you on Monday.
Yeah, there hasn't been much of a trend with a lot of the snow. It's about that time. Mm-hmm. And plus, this morning I saw the geese flying north.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, north? They look like they were going south.
Are they going south?
No.
Is it too early to go south?
No. They go south for the winter and north for the summer.
Ah, okay. They're going north.
Which is weird because I heard them and then I saw them, but they were going south. I guess they must be screwing around, just kind of flying around here.
Maybe they just have no idea what's going on.
Well, geese are pretty persistent because they travel thousands and thousands of miles for sex.
Kind of like online dating.
Yeah. But more intense.
Yeah.
But that's comparably like Montana dating, where you date somebody who lives in Flathead. You just travel.
You just travel.
You travel the distance. Every summer I travel up to Flathead Lake and to mate.
To mate. So funny.
Yes.
So we all know Scott's mating habits now.
Yes. Watch out, Kalispell.
He's coming for you.
I'm coming for you. But of course, you don't have to have me come for you. When you can always just have us come to you by logging on to Wake Up Missoula. I'm trying to figure out a way. wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice we made you read it out twice, because you got to work for it.
Yeah.
You can like us on our Facebook page. It looks like someone really did like us on our Facebook page. You could follow us on Twitter at Wake Up Missoula.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter as well at MCAT TV Missoula. You can like us on Facebook, and to find out more information about MCAT, just check us out on MCAT.org.
And of course, every Saturday is our drop in animation.
Camp.
After
Saturday.
I want to say camp, but it's not even a camp. It's like a once a week type of dealio. It's like a workshop, but it's like I don't know.
It's like a workshop / babysitting service.
It's like a workshop because it is exactly a workshop.
Yeah.
For kids who want to learn some stop animation, and you must be between the ages of 9 to 13. We're fairly lenient to some kids, but we just recently had to kick one of the younger kids out because. He just
fought with his brother the whole time.
You're at the point.
Well, and his brother did a great job by himself.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
Yeah.
He was totally fine. He was quiet the whole time. Just did a stop motion the whole time.
Yeah, he's only in half. His brother was 6.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, and so his brother was the one that we now know the brother is causing the problem.
Yeah. Well, when the brother didn't like what was going on, he'd delete all his brother's pictures.
Yep,
so it was I don't think so.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And this kid really shined.
Yeah.
Which is bad to say sometimes.
It is, but yeah. I think
it's a reality.
I think that 6 is a little too young.
Yeah.
8 is okay, but 6, we can't do 6.
But of course, Missoula Community Access Television will be in the St. Patrick's Day parade starting at noon at the Red X's. You can be on Higgins.
So it says it starts at 11 online.
Oh, okay. Then I'll try to be here early.
Missoula Events says 11.
So, okay. So I guess the parade, usually they say it starts earlier than the parade actually starts.
Yeah.
So just kind of be there by 11 and you'll see some stuff happen. I'll probably be at MK anyways at 10-ish. And I'm going to be all dressed up. I'm going to be wearing the hoverboard and rolling around and throwing snakes at people. Because the history of St. Patrick's Day is he became a saint because he banished a lot of the snake problem from Ireland.
That's awesome.
Or he maybe even caused it too.
Yeah.
I think because it's like when you think of Ireland, you don't think about snakes. It's like
that's why because St. Patrick banished them all.
What if he's the one that put him all there? What if he's the one that put him all there?
Oh man, the classic tale of someone planting the bomb and then rescuing people. It could be.
Yeah.
You never know. We don't really know who St. Patrick is.
Yeah.
Scott's gonna find out for us.
It's a classic twist on all like murder mysteries where it's like somebody who's like the savior and then they start questioning the savior because something happens and it's too easy for them to solve the case. It's like maybe it was a little too easy. Maybe you're the one that did it.
Yep.
Yes. But of course, without further ado, we have some new programs on tonight.
Good.
We have some art clips later, which I'll show. But for right now, here's a little taste of the Montana Book Festival, not to be associated with Festival of the Book, which was the last year, but this is Montana Book Festival. They just rearrange the words and
different. It's different.
It's different.
All right,
it is completely different. It's still at the Holiday Inn, and it's still at all the other places that it was last couple of years. But it is completely different from the Humanities Festival of the Book.
Meet your friends at the Holiday Inn. Who you with? It's a song from the 90s, you guys.
Don't talk about hotels because it's going to make me go off on the Mercantile again.
Meet your friends at the Mercantile Marriott Inn. Who you with?
I'm with this guy I met on Tinder. All right.
We need to talk about how weird Tinder is sometimes.
I love Tinder.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is super weird.
Dating now is weird.
No.
I don't know.
Well, dating is like entertainment.
What's
changed? It's like you go on a date, it's like, hey, want to see juggle?
Dating has changed. Like, since I was single when I was 20, and then now that I'm single 4 years later, dating is completely different. Like, I don't even know what to do. Not that I want to do anything. I don't want anything. But still.
That's a lot of people are just kind of like, think they know everything about dating. They're just kind of like,
I have no idea what's going on.
I think nowadays there's just way too many red flags.
Oh,
it's just like, oh, you're on Tumblr? Red flag. Well, I'm just saying.
I just like Tumblr. I don't know, man.
I don't know about this. This is not gonna work out. I'll call you.
He's on Tumblr. I'll never call him. If you guys don't know what Tumblr is, it's just like a blog.
I'm standing right here. Wait. We have to show this clip, and then we can talk about events, because I have Flagship Friday, and we have a lot to show. It's already been 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh! Okay, you guys, here you go.
All right, here's what's new on MCAT tonight.
I was thinking, maybe should I read that McCarthy? And she was like, it's like, and she was kind of skeptical at the end. She just said, well, I think you'll decide. You'll make a good decision, And then she said goodbye. She said, good luck, Whitey. So anyway, what I'm going to read, is I wrote an essay called "This Is Living." Specifically, I wanted just to write something new for this publication, and I'm gonna read it. I've never read it out loud, so we'll see how it goes.
What happens in the winter is a broken rail where the rail will freeze and break on one side, and all this, the High Line and Montana Rail Link lines, the main lines are all wired for signals. So if a rail does break, we get a red block, and we need to go at a very reduced speed through that area until we're we're through that area.
Nice, you guys. And that was Death Train. It seemed a little more pleasant than Death Train. It seemed more like Pleasant Train with coal on it. Oh, all right. Hello, everyone. I've got your events. So lots of things happening. Not as much happening on Friday as there is on Saturday, but it's pretty much just like a mix of like kid events and things to do if you're an adult, and then music. So up first, we've got Tiny Tales at the Missoula Public Library today at 10:30. This is for babies ages birth through 3 years, and they sing songs and learn finger plays and nursery rhymes and hear stories. And then we have family story time also at 10:30, also at the Missoula Public Library. So this is for the older crowd. So if you've got like a 4 or 5 year old that also wants to do a story time, they have a theme story time on the Dragon Rug, which may include songs and art activity. There's face painting over at the Children's Museum of Missoula at 11, and then also at 11 over at Spectrum Discovery area. Their Discovery Bench is slime, and their Brain Lab is, did you hear that? Yarns is at the Missoula Public Library at noon. This is for all those knitters and crocheters to get together and gossip and bring your lunch and craft, which sounds really fun, yeah. Also at noon, over at the University Center, in their UC Theater, they have a lecture called Writing at Work. And so, let's see, it looks like it is a networking event that connects students and community members with successful creative professionals who are using the skills they learned in liberal arts in their working lives. So they'll have entrepreneurs, freelance journalists, agents, editors, and screenwriters. And then they'll talk about how they got there. That's pretty cool. That's probably really helpful. So we skip all the way ahead to 3:30 in the afternoon. Enough time for you guys to take a nap. And then you can go over to the Teen Writers Group at the Missoula Public Library. This is for teens who need some inspiration or some feedback, or, keep them out of trouble.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, just keep them out of trouble. Friday night, oh man, I would have not been going to the library if I were a teen.
Every teen goes to the library, brah.
I love the library. Yeah, when I was like 14. Wine tasting and live music by Carla, maybe I don't know. It might be Carla. Charla Bauman, not sure. 4 o'clock at the 10 Spoon Vineyard. And then over at the Montana Natural History Center on the 2nd floor, they've got a permaculture, entrepreneurship, and regenerative thinking lecture in class. Starts at 5:30. So it's going to be Jessica Peterson of Inside Edge Design and Luke Robinson of Blue Sky Stewardship, which he has been on our show before. They're going to talk about their new film Inhabit, which is a new documentary inducing permaculture. Pretty sweet. Okay, I don't think it's their film, it's someone else's film, but they're going to show it and talk about it. Over at the Zootown Arts Community Center, they've got a free silk screening night. Starts at 5:30. Bring a tote bag, a shirt, or scarf. And then it's donation suggested, so just bring a couple bucks just to donate. But no experience necessary, no registration, just come on in. Over at the Roxy Theater, they've got a Telluride Mountain Film Festival movie fest. There's at 6. So, Scott's laughing at me, obviously.
Well, you said festival twice.
Telluride Mountain Film Fest, Movie Fest. Yeah, you guys get it. Okay, so this travels year-round and worldwide with a selection of current and best-loved films from the annual festival in Telluride. And what festival is it? I have no idea. Couldn't find it. Maybe their music one. Maybe they have one dedicated to mountains. Who knows?
They'll sure tell you what writing is about.
You guys hear that?
I think we only get our own jokes.
I think we do too.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone else gets our jokes.
Yeah,
I think we're hilarious.
I think we should, instead of doing stand-up by ourselves, we should do duo comedy.
I know, just
throw it back
together.
and just laugh at each other.
Yeah. No,
and then it just get really quiet and awkward.
Nice, Aesop.
Just came to mind.
That's perfect. Okay, you guys, so I've got some mid-evening music for tonight. So starting at 6 o'clock is Camila Meza Trio, and she'll be over at Imagination Brewing Company.
Don't you mean Chamilla?
Chamilla. Shut up, Scott. I don't know. Whatever. It's Friday. There is Family Square Dance over the Top Hat Lounge at 6. Aaron Buzzas is going to be at Missoula Brewing Company at 6, and then there's also traditional Irish music at the Union Club at 6 p.m. And then there's a lecture at the Kettle House on the north side. It's called Ireland in America. It starts at 6:30. Dr. David Fleming from the University of Limerick, Ireland, will be providing a lecture on Ireland in America. Cool. Over the public library, they've got a worldwide cinema starting at 7. They are showing, let's see, it's called Marie's Story. It's French. It starts at 7. Over at Martha Jane's Uptown Dance, they're having a dance. It's swing dance with a lesson at the beginning. So it'll go over rodeo swing, single step swing, and triple step swing. Lesson begins at 7. Doors open at 6:45. Prices are $7 per person or $10 per couple. And she's asking that you wear socks or suede-soled shoes, as street shoes are not allowed on the dance floor.
You mean like knee socks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Knee
okay.
socks?
So then I can wear shin pads underneath there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So this is so here's a story.
Okay.
Back in the day, sometimes I go to like First Night Missoula, and there's always a bunch of dancing, big swing dance, and all that stuff. So my kind of dancing is mostly like I just spin the girl, just spin her.
Just spin her around.
I have no idea what to do.
And she
after
just like
that.
spins.
She just keeps on
into
spinning
oblivion.
and spinning, and then but regardless of that, I like when you dance with somebody who's like trained as a dancer, they're very tight. When it comes to dancing. Mm-hmm. It's just like you're more like free form, and they're more just like you have to do it this way or no way at all.
That's true.
So be careful. You don't want to be too good at dancing, otherwise you lose what it means to be
a dancer. Yourself. Thanks, Scott. That was really inspirational. I hope that you guys took some wise words from mine.
I can be very inspirational.
Really inspirational. And Scott, how come whenever I want to tell a story, you're like, no, let's go, we need to do
Because
events.
that's my personality.
And then when you tell a story, everyone stop, it's story time for Scott.
Well, because I tell everyone, listen, stop. Because it's all about the introduction. It's all about, hey, listen up. Listen. Introduction of the story.
Oh, man.
It's all about how you present yourself. Like, you're just like, hi. Let me tell you a story about friendship. It's like, I would love to hear a story about friendship. Well, it ends.
Scott. All right, we're going on a tangent. I don't even know what we're talking about. Okay.
Events?
We must do this. Okay, so over at the MCT Center for Performing Arts this weekend, they're having the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. So all 37 works of Shakespeare is performed in one evening. But it's going to be fun and funny, and there's wigs, and women dress as men, and men dress as women. And they even have the roller skating prop girl. Woo! They also have a funny cooking segment. I don't know. It sounds crazy. They're crazy over there. It starts at 7:30. And then over at the Denison Theater, they've got the UM Spring Percussion Concert. That starts at 7:30. It's going to feature art rock from the 1970s and 1980s with arrangements of Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Tarkus album, and Labyrinth by Kit Walkins of the group Happy the Man. There's also going to be a senior show, a show put on by one of the seniors in the music department. And also music from the Islander Steel Band, or all the Island Steel drums that they have. And then over in the Part TV building, room 5 of the university is Bear Bait Dance, all about the moon, starting at 8. Scott will be there to film it. So
yeah.
If you guys miss it tonight, you can just watch it on our channel later on.
Like in a month.
Yeah. Tom Catmull will be at the Union Club at 9:30. Baby Tiger and Danako will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 9:30. Showdown at the Sunrise Saloon at 9:30. And then there's 90s hip hop and R&B dance party at the VFW at 10, and there's also a 90s party at the Palace at 10. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Up next, we're switching gears, and we've got a Seth segment.
This is going to be a fun little segment here. And once again, it's going to be impossible to talk about everything with our guest. Now, I did a Dame last Monday. It was Dame Diana Rigg on The Avengers. Now we have a second Dame. And this is Dame Angela Brigitte Lansbury, known to the world as Angela Lansbury. Angela Lansbury is a British, American, Irish actress and singer. That's what she's best known for, her singing. And
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she's appeared in theater, television, and film. Her career has spanned 7 decades. and it's based mostly in the United States, and she's also attracted international attention. She was born in 1925, and in 1940 she moved to the United States to study acting in New York. 1942 she signed with MGM. Her first role was a movie called Gaslight in 1944. Then she did a picture called The Picture of Dorian Gray in 1945, which earned her 2 Oscar nominations, a Golden Globe Award. Then she appeared in 11 further MGM films in those early years. She also appeared in Samson and Delilah with Victor Mature. She plays Delilah's sister in this film. And if we got this clip, let's catch young Angela in action.
Goodbye, little yellow bird. I'd rather brave the cold on a leafless tree than a prisoner be in a cage of gold.
So this is a song called Little Yellowbirds. So she just did some really delightful films in those early years, and look how lovely she looks in that scene. And then they throw flowers, little yellow flowers on her like a bird in this scene here. And this is a guy that's in love with young Angela. So they
That's awkward.
they throw little yellow bird feathers on her.
Look at her.
Yeah, these are feathers, yellow bird feathers.
And she's just like singing around, and he's like, "Whoa, she's so hot! Look at those feathers."
Yes.
Because back in the day, it wasn't creepy to stare.
No.
Yeah. So that gives you an idea. But what she will be best known for, leading up to her most iconic role in 1962, she did a movie with Frank Sinatra called The Manchurian Candidate. And then in 1966, she did a Broadway musical, Mame. And she did other musicals like The King and I, all, Broadway. She did Disney's Bedknobs and Broomsticks in 1971. Nice. But her most iconic role in 1984, when she moved to television from Broadway, she became known to the world as Jessica Fletcher, the sleuth for Murder, She Wrote. And of course, they did a lot of detective shows in those years. Carl Malden, The Streets of San Francisco, he was 60 years old. And Angela was 60 years old when she was cast for Murder, She Wrote. Dick Van Dyke did Diagnosis Murder, which I did at the beginning of this. Andy Griffith did Matlock, and they had all these super sleuth shows. But this one here, Murder, She Wrote, the whodunit murder mystery, this became the longest running, most popular detective series in television history. So this is, and another thing that people may not realize, this role was offered to Jean Stapleton, All in the Family, after she did All in the Family with Carol O'Connor.
Oh,
she
really?
was offered to play this role, and she didn't want to do another sitcom or another series after doing All in the Family, so this was offered to Angela Lansbury, who
And
of course is still with us today. She's
Yep.
90 years old. She looks very lovely for 90 years old. And she still does Broadway stuff
What?
at 90 years old. She
Wow.
still does. She probably doesn't
That's
sing to the degree she did when she was a young woman.
It's hard.
Well, yeah, when you're 90. But she will always be best remembered for playing Super Sleuth. Jessica Fletcher, Murder, She Wrote.
That's great, Asa. That's just hilarious.
Thank you.
you very much. That was delightful.
Thanks.
That was great. I didn't know anything about her. What year was she in those movies?
What, you mean the early movies?
Yeah.
Oh, starting in 1942. She did
Okay.
11 of those MGM movies in those years.
Oh wow.
Earning her
She was
first
pretty
awards.
big
Yeah,
in the
Oscar
40s,
nomination. Yeah, she was a
50s.
real big time, 40s and
Interesting.
50s.
Okay, great. Because I always saw her in Murder, She Wrote, and Murder, She Wrote was just so ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, she got 11 nominations in the early 40s, so she was a big time movie star. And then she switched to Broadway, and then she switched to television.
And that's hard to do. Like, it's not easy for people to be like movies and then go over to theater because Broadway and movies
Yeah.
are so different. And
Well,
then go
she
to
was-
television too. Like that's
She was skilled enough to do all
yeah.
of that. She
Oh,
still
yeah.
does Broadway
and then she
now.
can sing too. I bet
Yeah,
she could
she can
dance as
sing.
well.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
She's
now that
triple
she's
threat.
older, she does more of those older roles. They're still
Yeah.
lead roles, but for older people.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
did a thing with James Earl Jones too.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but she's linked with him too in some Broadway stuff.
Cool.
But like I stated at the end, is
She's done so much.
yeah, and she's best known for her singing, but she'll be best remembered for Murder, She Wrote.
Nice. Thanks, Asaph.
Thanks, Asaph.
Musical notes with Asaph Adonai.
But of course, we have an art clip, and I'm going to do a little bit of setup because this one I saw the art clip on our first Friday. This is happening at the Missoula Art Museum, and it's supposed to be there until June 25th. So you have still plenty of time to go check it out live. And it's really unique because they have this one lady, Jazine Jansen. She's the artist featured in the up on the main top floor of the Missoula Art Museum, and this is basically she used wood prints where she carved the wood, and then she basically printed it on paper.
Oh, cool.
And it's about the floodplain.
Nice.
So I suggest you guys check this out, but of course here's a little tease of what you can expect at the Missoula Art Museum until June 25th.
Nice. Hey guys. Alright, we're back with events for Thursday. I mean, Saturday.
Saturday events.
No idea where I am.
St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Okay, so when is St. Patrick's Day? The 17th? 18th? When is that? Isn't it next week?
It's usually like the 15th or 16th.
I always thought it was the 18th.
Yeah, but the parade usually is the
Weekend
weekend
before.
closest
Yeah.
to the weekend. Usually, yeah, it's always the weekend before, if not closest.
Interesting. All right, so this is what's going on tomorrow. Okay, so starting at 9 a.m., we've got a Missoula Mountain School, Intro to Mountaineering. This is over at Currents Aquatic Center. It costs us $60, but if you have a city card, it's $50. They're going to be talking about climbing, gliding, and self-arrest techniques. Group travel, ropes, harness, and knots will be covered. It's an 8-hour class. Bring waterproof pants, jacket, boots, and 2 pairs of gloves. At 10 a.m., we've got the Missoula Winter Public Market over on 3rd Street, so you can get all your goods that you want to. And then over at the YWCA of Missoula, they're having a True Colors training series, Rethinks Racism. So it's pretty much just like a series and a discussion concerning racism. It starts at 10 a.m. over at YWCA. Over at the Missoula Public Library, every Saturday during the month of March, they have got a class called Discovering Classical Music, the Symphony. Starts at 10:30 a.m. So it's for 2 hours in the large meeting room. And through listening and discussion, it's a 4-part series that covers the who, what, where, when, and why of the symphony from its beginnings of the 18th century to today. That's pretty cool. Over at Travelers Rest State Park, starting at 11 a.m., they've got Trekker Kids, and they're learning about owls. There's Exciting Insect Eyes over the Missoula Insectarium at 11. You can join them underneath the microscope to find out all about cool insect eyes. Okay, so we have the St. Patrick's Day Parade, as Scott was talking about earlier, tomorrow. On here it says that it starts at 11, but it may start at 12. I mean, just get down here, sometime. Yeah. Over at the Missoula Art Museum, they have a Saturday Family Art Workshop. They're doing lantern making at 11. It's free, and students will create their own lantern with hands-on cutting, gluing, and storytelling. Trampoline Jam is over at Ruth Zachary Sports Center at 11:30. It's $8 a drop-in, $12 for siblings. And this is a drop-in class that focuses on front and back flip progressions. Their Fall in the Parks is coming back to Missoula since it's getting nicer out. So over at Fort Missoula, they're going to have fall tomorrow at noon. And then over at Vespiary, I don't know. There's a book restoration and bindery place located at 1221 Helen Avenue. They're having a leather long stitch bookbinding class at 1. So you can go in there and learn how to do bookbinding. Over at Natural Grocers, they've got a primal smoothie class. So at 2 p.m., they'll teach you all about the nutrients that can go into your smoothie and how great smoothies can be for you and some good recipes. Also at 2 p.m., you could, instead of being healthy, you could just go over to the Rhino and join their Irish whiskey tasting.
If there's only a way to initialize the whiskey and the smoothie.
See those hands, you guys? That's how you do it.
These are my hands.
One has smoothie, the other one has whiskey in it.
Whiskey, smoothie.
There's only way you combine the forces.
You combined them, and you can get drunk and healthy at the same time.
Yeah!
Isn't that whack?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Things are wild.
Take that, Bloody Marys.
Yeah. All right. At 2:30, there's an Irish hurling match. This is the first annual Missoula Cup over at Loyola Soccer Field. And so it's going to be the Thomas Marr Bar just opened up a hurling club. And then they've got the University of Montana's hurling club. So it's going to be those two against each other. And then there's going to be a kids match during halftime, and there's an after party at Thomas Marr Bar.
Nice.
Yeah. Over at the Missoula Art Museum, they got open figure drawing at 3. This is from 3 to 5. It's only $8 if you're a member, $10 if you're not. You have to be 18 and older. And it looks like, it doesn't say, some supplies will be available for use, but maybe bring your own if you really want to go. Over at the Roxy Theater, they've got a movie called The Burden of Dreams at 7 p.m. It's called Essential Cinema, this series, and it is of the most iconic and important films the art form has to offer.
Sweet.
Yeah. Over at the Downtown Dance Collective, starting at 8 p.m., they've got a wilderness tango to benefit the Selway Bitterroot. So it's a Selway Bitterroot fundraiser. And so it's for the Frank Church Foundation, which is a local wilderness and river stewardship nonprofit. So you can learn both about tango and about them. So at 8 p.m. is an all levels dance, and then 9 p.m. to midnight is the social dancing, $10 per person or $8 for students. And then we've got music and a movie. So at the Roxy Theater at 9 p.m. they're playing Clueless, which Clueless is classic. And then we've got music for tomorrow night. Rod Blackman and the Midnight Ride are going to be at the Sunrise at 9. Absolutely with Chris Moon and Monte Carlo are going to be at the Badlander at 9. Band in Motion is going to be at the Union Club at 9:30. Country Boogie Boys, no, that's not going to happen. Let's see. Yo Mama's Big Fat Booty Band is going to be at Top Hat Lounge at 10. Yeah, so that's what's going on in your community. As always, you can check out MissoulaEvents.net, University of Montana, the Independent, and the Missoulian for events. Yeah.
All right. Well, now I'm going to interrupt you.
Yes.
For the first time ever. And I'm going to here to talk about some of the... Yesterday, I brought a bunch of flagship kids, and they got to be on
ASAP's
little show, and he was quoting all sorts of random stuff kids never heard about, not even I heard about 50 years ago. It's like Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah,
kids never heard of
I
that.
didn't know.
Oh yeah, kids have no idea who that is. You're so funny, Asa.
So the kids from Flagship, from Washington Middle School, we took the Mountain Line bus, which if you have never
Did
taken
they love it?
It was an experience, to
I'm
say
sure
the
it
least.
was. Did you guys make the bus in time yesterday?
I didn't make the bus to get to Washington Middle School, so I grabbed the MCAT truck, drove there, and then I grabbed the kids. We got picked up on the bus, drove here, and then we got picked back up and we left. So yeah, we made it, and of course they got to appear on ASAP's show. It's already on YouTube. You guys can see the whole video, but we're going to show a little taste of ASAP Cafe excerpt featuring the kids from Washington Middle School's after-school flagship program, and I'm just trying to keep talking as Noah has no idea when to dissolve. Now!
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am ASAP 509. This is a special ASAP Cafe. We have these young people here. What school are you from?
Washington Middle School.
Okay, so you're getting a tour of the MCAT studio today?
Yeah.
Great. Well, while you guys, let's see, are you the one of the spokespersons or?
Well, I don't know if I speak for them, but I'm one of the chaperones.
Well, let me play a tune I'm going to play a Chariots of Fire theme. See if you know this one. You know it?
It was an old movie from the 80s, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Chariots
80s.
of Fire.
I never saw the movie myself.
You guys will see yourself in a few minutes from now.
It'd be very interesting.
Calista, you're gonna be a star.
I guess you guys weren't born in the 80s, or were you?
No,
No.
I was.
Fascinating.
Okay, so
I guess they weren't born in the 80s.
But kids, like seriously, as soon as they see themselves on camera, they like freak out.
I
Like
know.
almost every single time.
They're so funny.
Even
They're
though
so
we've made
cute.
like countless amounts of movies so the whole time. So anyways, on a bus ride home, it was like, oh man, there's this one like curmudgeon guy, like who's like really old and just
Yeah.
like, and then he swore a lot. He's like, oh, I don't know.
And all the kids were
The
like,
only-
cool.
I know exactly. And like Callista, she was like sitting like in between two really big guys, like probably about 250, 300 pound guys, like right next to her.
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, and I was like giving her this look,
That's hilarious.
and I was doing this, and I was like.
That's so funny. And she was just like,
She's like, I was just randomly sitting between those guys. Like, I don't know why she just didn't want to sit with the other coordinator.
That's hilarious. That's all her.
But yeah, like, it's never gonna happen again. Because
funny.
it took us like forever until the bus actually came, and then we were only here for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But they got a chance to see some of their movies, and I would show a Washington Middle School movie, but it's not their turn. It's Hellgate High School's turn to show their flagship Friday video of the week,
Wait, did we
featuring.
see this one already?
I showed you this one.
Oh, you showed me.
But
that.
I haven't shown you this one.
Ah,
It is,
okay.
I took the inspiration from the very popular HBO show Curb Your Enthusiasm, and without further ado, here is Curb Your Flagship, starring the kids from Hellgate High School.
Whoa. Why did you wear a helmet? What is that?
Stop.
Where's your helmet? What are you, stupid? Where's your helmet? What's wrong with you?
What? So what? I don't have a helmet? What's the big deal?
You could crack your head open, and then your stupid brain's gonna come out of your stupid ears.
What are you, like my mom or something? Okay, first of all, if my head would have cracked open, my brain would fall out the crack, not my ears.
Just don't want you to get hurt. We're bike ambassadors. We just care about you, dummy.
Listen, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna go in here, and you better not be there when I come back.
What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean? We just care about your safety. Yeah, we don't want you to get hurt. Dummy!
Dude, what are you doing? Why are you washing your hands with the Culligan water?
Well, what's the big deal?
Dude, what the heck? You just sprayed me with water.
Who are you to tell me that I can't just wash my hands in the Culligan water?
Why don't you just go to the bathroom where there's soap and water there?
You calling me stupid or something?
Hey, Owen.
Hi, Liam.
What's up?
Not much. You?
Pretty good. Wait, weren't you supposed to be here like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, man, traffic was tight.
Yeah. Well, dude, earlier there was this guy washing his hands in the Culligan water cooler thing.
That's ridiculous. The bathroom is just like a couple.
Yeah,
feet
I
away.
know. It's like why would you, like, wash your hands where people drink clean water?
I know, man.
Hey, when's your friend gonna get here?
He should be here by now.
Sorry I'm late. Traffic was tight.
What's wrong? Shake the man's hand.
Is it because I washed my hand in the Culligan water thing?
You gonna just, like, walk, like, 10 feet to the bathroom to wash your hands?
No, I have my own personal human preferences.
Let's just forget about the hand and the Colgan water business and just get to work.
No, I'm not going to work with either of you until this guy shakes this hand.
Dude, I can't believe you didn't shake the man's hand.
Well, it's gross. Why would he wash his hands in the Culligan water? That's stupid.
I don't know, man. Hey, what's that?
It looks like a lock to the door.
Do you think he would have known the combination?
No. I don't know why he would.
Weird.
That's probably why he's washing his hands in the Culligan water. Why won't it unlock?
All right,
Nice.
so that concludes your Flagship Friday,
Nice.
and hopefully also concludes our show, unless anyone else has anything to say.
I have one last thing to say.
Ah!
Oh, yes.
Today is a very special birthday. It's the 113th birthday of Lawrence Welk, born March 11, 1903. Just wanted to make that little
Wow.
plug for Lawrence there.
Well, thanks, guys, for joining me on this wonderful morning show. And if you want to be on our show, there are many ways to get in contact with us. You can log on to our website at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice, you made you write it out twice. You could like us on Facebook. You could follow us on Twitter at wakeupmissoula.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter at MCAT TV Missoula. You can check us out on Facebook, and to find out more information about us, just go to mcat.org.
Yep, and if you want to be on our show to talk about an upcoming concert, rally, or cause, you can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542
MCAT.
And also you can email us if you're too shy to call us at mcat@mcat.org. Or, better yet, you can accost us on the street when we're doing the
Out and
parade.
about.
We're going to be at the parade tomorrow.
Yeah.
The St. Patrick's Day Parade, and MCAT will be kind of in there. We'll be blasting music from our truck. And, because, you have the bagpipes in the front, just kind of like kick off the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And then we're going to play U2 in the back.
And we're going to play...
U2 is terrible.
U2.
I hate that band.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with Bono. He gives a lot to charity.
Don't even get me started on Bono.
Hey, you want to go do like the best gift ever? And it would be okay. So this is the scenario.
Okay.
I pay for a U2 band tour, like all expenses paid trip for you throughout Europe to watch U2, and you have to see every U2 concert for you to be applicable to actually receive this. Would you do it?
I would be so drunk. Sure, yeah. Just to go to Europe. I mean, I would make sure I got super drunk so I didn't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would do it.
But you would have to be at every single concert, no
Man.
matter what.
Fine.
And if you don't show up for one of them, you'd be automatically transported back to Missoula.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just get drunk, find a concert boyfriend. Sounds great.
And also, Noelle will be starting a new segment. She told me.
Yes. I'm thinking about doing a new segment, you guys. I'm thinking about calling it Wine Reviews because I drink a lot of wine and I love wine.
I think we should have our own little spin on it, and you'd be like, quit whining about wine.
Yeah, quit whining about wine. Last night I thought of this while I was drinking wine, so.
Wine wines?
Wine wines. Why are you whining?
Well, make sure you get the good wine, not that cheap Boone's Farm wine
She's
they
gonna
used to have
get
about 30 years ago.
Well,
Last
she'll
night I
probably
drank
get
wine
cheap,
from a box.
she'll get
It was
cheap
great.
wine, and she'll get expensive wine,
Yeah.
and she'll compare. It's like the cheap wine.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's
and
what
you'll
I'll
make
do.
comparisons.
Make comparisons between cheap wine and expensive wine.
Well,
Yeah.
the cheapest is Boone's Farm. It just tastes like water
So
and
bad.
sugar.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
it's
bad.
terrible,
Yeah, Red
terrible.
Fox used to make fun of that on his TV show a lot. Yeah.
MD 2020 is also like a form of wine too, and it's so bad.
Goodbye, people.
Yeah.
And for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
It's Friday. I'm Noelle McAvoy. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you Monday.
Here's Asa Adonai.